Hey friends, it's Rochelle, and I'm here with Georgia Casa to walk you through how to maximize your Facebook page. These are just some basic tips, a little 101 here on making the most out of your business profile to represent your Casa organization as strongly as possible. So I'm going to share my screen. And if you can go ahead and pull your Facebook up and get yourself operating as Casa, not as yourself, because most of the changes we're going to need to make today require you to be operating as the CASA administrative role. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and this is what Georgia CASA's Facebook page looks like as me, as a viewer. I see, this beautiful album from CASA Day. I see our website here, just some basic info. And this is already pretty good, but there's a few opportunities here for ways to strengthen. So we're going to go through that together. Okay. So here I am logged in. You see up here, I'm operating as CASA. Okay. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click up there and switch from your personal to this CASA profile. Okay, so the first thing we're actually going to do is kind of in a different place than the rest of the stuff we're going to be doing. The first thing we're going to do is create what's called a username. So a username can show up in a couple different places. The easiest way to find out what your username is to look right here after the Facebook URL. So we can see that ours is GA Court Appointed Special Advocates. So yours could be something connected to your page name, or it could be a bunch of random letters and numbers. So if yours is a bunch of random letters and numbers, this is something we need to fix right away, because this helps have it be more searchable, easier to find. It also helps when you're sharing it with people, the link just comes across a little cleaner and it's easier to remember. So it's reinforcement of your CASA program name. If you've already done this, you can just skip ahead, but we're going to walk through how to do this really quickly, okay? So you're going to click on your picture up here in the corner, right? So make sure, once again, that you are operating as your CASA program, not as yourself. And you're going to go down here to settings and privacy. From there, you're going to click on settings again, and it's going to take us immediately here. So general page settings, it has the name of your page and then the username, which is what we're talking about. So you're going to click edit. So ours is already what it should be, right? But in the event that yours is like letters and numbers, you want to find something that is as close as possible to your page name, to your organization name, right? Like you want this to be easy to remember, super quick and easy to share with people. You could even tell someone verbally and they'll be able to remember it because it's so close to your name. So obviously GA Casa is already taken. So we try that, and that's already taken, but you're going to try a couple different things until you find one that works, right? So ours, and this means like what we can guess if Georgia Casa is already taken, either we have some past iterations of a Facebook page from maybe years and years and years ago that we can't access anymore, or there's another organization with a very similar name that does something completely different, and they have already taken that username. But because I'm not editing it, I'm going to hit cancel. But if you are changing yours today, and you should, if it's not associated, if it's just kind of random characters, you need to go ahead and update that, and you're going to click save changes. But because I'm not changing ours, I'm going to hit cancel. But the great thing about this is that when you go to your page, not only is it here in the URL, but sometimes it doesn't show up for us, but sometimes your username will show up right here underneath your page name. And that's also really helpful. And so basically it's similar to an Instagram handle. So with Instagram handle, you start typing in the handle and that page comes up. It's the same thing with Facebook. So when you're making a post, or if you're tagging somebody or somebody's tagging you, they can type in that handle and your page will come up automatically. So it makes it a whole lot easier to share you with other people. So this is another reason why this is so important. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking about that and move on to the next thing. So when we're looking at our intro, we see that this is cut off. I think we only get like 150 characters or something really, really short like that. So it has to be concise, and we don't want it to cut off in the middle of a word. So go ahead and click Edit Bio. And I've written something out for us here. We support affiliate CASA programs to provide best interest advocacy for children in foster care. So we're just going to copy that right in over here. Boom. Now, so you're going to have to write something that fits for you. We have 4 characters remaining, so you can see how it's very short. But go ahead and update that if you don't have something there already, and hit save. Now, we know there's so much more to share about your CASA organization, right? So I'm going to show you where you can do that. You can go down here to edit details, and we're going to go ahead and click update your information. That gives us a little more options. So here's the overview that we just were looking at, but you can actually click down here at details about you. When you click on that, you can see how complex this is here. So you can input your bigger story, the more description right here in this details section. But we're going to actually go back to here. Okay, so I want everybody, and I mean everybody, to double check their website link. This morning, I went to every single affiliate's Facebook page and clicked on your link for every single one of you. You want to make sure this is updated. It's so important because we know that most people go through Facebook to find us, and that's where they're searching for us. So it's really important that this is accurate, and it's best actually that this is just your homepage, your website, not a link tree, not something temporary, but something permanent that's not going to change. Because if you forget to change it, then you have the issues that I just talked about, right? So keep this steady, keep this constant, just make it your homepage. It makes it a whole lot easier. And because on Facebook, you can update posts with links, you can share those temporary things constantly on, like, to your feed, and it's reaching people. People are able to access that with a click. So for your actual page on your profile, you want to keep this something steady and constant. Okay, what we're also going to do is we're going to add a social link. So I want to add our Instagram. So we're going to go here, click that handle, copy that handle in right there, just like that. So there we have our Instagram linked to our page. We tested out. It works fine, takes us straight there. So you can add other things. You can add let's see what else we could add. You click add social link, and you can drop down this list and see all the different types of links you can add. You could do YouTube, you could do your Twitter, TikTok if you have it, right? So you can go in and add anything you want. So we're just going to start with Instagram now, but make sure your website is updated. Add any social links that you have. Go ahead and do that because it makes it so much easier for people who are trying to find you. Okay, so those are the main things that we wanted to update today. Want to make sure you hit save. We're going to go back home, and I'm going to actually pull it up here, and we're going to do a little refresh. So now as a viewer, as a visitor to the page, when I come, I see a full intro. I see, though I know the website's updated, I see the social links. And when we look at this username up here, I get an idea. It's super close to the page name. So that makes it easy to remember, easy to find. All right, so thank you for following along. Those are just some basics. And like I said, there's definitely a lot of room to do some more advanced Facebook page updates here in the future. But I hope that's a great place to get you started. And I hope you feel comfortable navigating your business page. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.